Don't wanna look back at the past, but these days only getting harder. I've been holding on for way too long. I put the karma over drama, nowadays I'm moving smarter. It's the only thing that keeps me strong. And I don't wanna be the one to break your heart, but I can promise you that I'm the one to stay. Cause I do better by myself, I swear I don't need no one else. And I don't wanna have it any other way. This money coming in, but it don't change a thing. Cause I've been on it, tryna push me out the way, but I'm gon' get to it regardless. Bitch lying to my face and now they wonder why I'm heartless. It's embedded in my brain and it's been fucking with my conscience. I need that ice around my neck, I love the way that it be shining. I know I ain't perfect, but I hope you see me trying. Hide a lot of pain, I cover up when I be smiling. Making noise like symphony, she's singing like a violin. How you changing on me, can't believe that I was fucking with you. Now they speaking on me, they don't know about the shit I've been through. Watching every move, it's funny how they tryna press the issue. Do me wrong and only once and tell me what that karma gets you. Holding back these years, the only thing to do is reminisce. Staring at the mirror, I kept my word and I ain't breaking it. I know how it feels to walk around and think you don't exist. This one for the kids who feeling broken, hope you feeling it. Don't wanna look back at the past, but these days only getting harder. I've been holding on for way too long. I put the karma over drama, nowadays I'm moving smarter. It's the only thing that keeps me strong. And I don't wanna be the one to break your heart, but I can promise.
Hey guys, you're back with Juzzie and this is my TweakedGSX. In today's video I'm just going to have a very quick talk to you about some extenders I've purchased for the mirrors. Now I've been having some slight difficulties just seeing directly behind my bike, and if you looked at my last video you'll see that I put a video up saying that I was going to buy and install some extenders and that I was going to be looking at purchasing to install a camera for the back of the bike. Now both of those parts have already turned up and I've just been so short on time. I've really been enjoying riding a bike to work, and I thought, okay, let's now look at customizing the mirrors in particular. So up on the screen I put now the link or the picture of the part that I purchased. It cost 21 Australian dollars to get it delivered to me here in Australia, which is a very reasonable price. And what it does is it enables you to move your mount for your mirrors. Now even if you've got the factory mirrors it'll still work, but here I've got some Fenrir mirrors which you'll see in my video history. I've done an install for this part. Looks really good. I like the swooping look that it gives to the front of the bike here. It gives us this nice V swooping look, and in terms of riding visibility it's actually pretty nice. But like most riders' feedback that I see in the Facebook groups, you know, we've got wide shoulders and so therefore you can't really see directly behind you as well as going outwards, and no mirror that's flat, it's not convex in shape, is going to give you that ability. So the only way to go around that is to move the mirrors forward and outwards, and so that's exactly what this does. And you can buy this part for a number of Suzukis and it'll fit all sorts of bikes, but what's important is that it comes with the correct bolts. So when you buy this part it comes with a little bag of bolts, and when you go to tighten the bolts in you need to remember that, I can't remember which side, it's either this side or the other side, there's an opposite thread. So when you tighten, it's not conventionally going clockwise, you actually have to tighten it anti-clockwise to get it to tighten in. Now when I bought the Fenrir mirrors it came with this cap mount, and that enabled you to just hide and I guess to some extent stop any rusting occurring, because the bolts that you buy from overseas, generally speaking, they aren't going to be galvanized and rust proof. So that's been holding up really well here when it was in this position, the factory mount position here. But when you purchase this part, as you can see, this part's on an angle, it's not actually flat here, and so they don't actually supply you with any bolt cap to place on. So say for example with the factory handlebar clamps, it's got a little plastic bolt clamp just to blacken it out, to protect it from the elements and to make it look nicer. So if anyone's got a idea for this, let me know. A plastic Christmas tree clip that you'd normally put to clip in the interior parts of a car, I guess particularly in the inner side of the boot, they don't actually fit in here because of obviously the bolt cap's not very deep, and so I'd have to look at a solution for that. And the only thing I can really just sense for doing which doesn't really need to be done, is either putting some of the rubberized plasti dip that I've got, which I used on my handlebars, or I can just take the bolt out, paint the top and put it back in. Overall, it's not so bad though, because you actually do have some grayish elements to the bike. But if you really want the blacked out look, just letting you know. So the way I've installed this is that I haven't wanted to really take away from my original plan for mirrors, which was to have the mirrors inside the ends of the handlebars. And as you can see, it is now actually outside, but it is nowhere near as far as what it would be if you had bar end mirrors. So I see some people with bar end mirrors that end up coming out here, and I just think to myself, you're obviously not using that bike as a commuter. If you were using that as a weekender bike, then that's totally fine and it would be great. But I use this as a commuter, and I need to be able to lane split, which we can legally do between cars under 30 kilometers per hour in Queensland, Australia. So what I thought was, if I had some adjustability in my mirrors, then that would be helpful. But what I've found is that, generally speaking, a car like this, which is lowered, if you have a look at the mirror height, it's not too bad. Only once if I thought, oh, I'm not going to risk going through that one, I'll just hold back. And so that was some sort of ute, some Toyota ute. And so, yeah, basically, I think at this distance, this is as far as I really want to go in terms of making the full width of the bike as narrow as I possibly can to lane split. So you have the ability of moving this new part in flat. You can 100%, you can have it any way you like. You can even bring the mirrors in if you feel so inclined. But once you actually move that, then you have the ability, of course, to tilt this way or that way. And what I really like about these mirrors is that because they have a bolt here, you can rotate this assembly, you can undo this bolt and rotate the mirror. And then the mirror itself, of course, has the ball joint. Then you've got this bolt here, which can lever up and down the height. So the mirrors actually have 100% adjustability. The only thing it didn't have was the ability to extend the width. So now when I ride, I can ride comfortably knowing that I can see directly behind me and I can see out to the side, because the mirrors are in an outer position to start with. If they made this mirror, which they wouldn't, but if they made this mirror style as a convex shape, like a true 360 degree round mirror, that would just be the icing on the cake, but you can't get it and they're never going to make it. So I think this is the next best setup you can have. And yeah, so it's just a case now, whenever you install these mirrors, you think you've got it right, then you go for a ride and you realize you've got it totally wrong. So I've been for one little quick sprint just around the block. Seemed all right to me, but my true test will be when I go to work on Monday and I'm lane splitting, and I just want to see what it's like at that point in time. So yeah, I'm actually not going to install the dash cam live video camera setup on the bike right now, but it has arrived and it has got Sony CMOS sensors in it. So if I feel that this doesn't work out, I will install it. Might just install it just for argument's sake anyway, but we'll see how that pans out. I think that this is going to be a pretty good solution. And when I originally purchased it, I thought, it may not look so great, but I think it does look good. It's all blacked out, so it doesn't detract in any way from the looks of the bike. So I hope your bikes have all been treating you well and you've enjoyed my content. Stay tuned for the next video. Hope you guys have a great weekend. See you next time.